Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to talk to you guys about Master of the Universe, hopefully for the last time. Although, let's face it, it probably won't be for the last time. I'm probably going to talk about this a couple more times if Kevin Smith comes out and decides to open his mouth, which he just did. And he said something that once again shows you what this show is all about, and once again proves to you that Kevin Smith is an absolute liar. So remember when Kevin Smith came out and said that our show is literally all about He-Man? And then of course part one aired a few days ago, and then of course people immediately found out that this was a bait and switch and that all the marketing was a lie except for that trailer, that one trailer that had Tila as the focus. Other than that, the rest of the marketing was all about He-Man. The first trailer, all of the posters, all of the merchandise showing you all He-Man. It all caused people to think that this really is going to be a He-Man centric show. And then of course the show aired. It dropped on July 23rd. And people of course quickly realized what was happening. And Kevin Smith is still going out there talking about how, the show is still about He-Man. I did not lie. I told the truth. Well, it seems like Kevin Smith, unfortunately, opened his mouth again and proved that he really is a liar. Because he kept going out there and he kept talking about how, the show is going to be all about He-Man. Remember this? Remember when he responded to Screen Rant, or specifically he responded to Clownfish TV, who quote tweeted a Screen Rant article, and they said, yeah, see, even Screen Rant's saying this. And then Kevin Smith responded and he says, our series is literally all about He-Man. And people kept pointing this out, and of course he never responded to it. He responded to the clip that people found of him being on Comic Book Men, where he basically admitted that I have no love for He-Man, and he tried to spin it to where people were pointing this out and say that they were trying to get him fired for this, when in reality that's not the case. People didn't want you fired. No one was going out there calling for you to be fired. We were using it as an example of you being a fucking liar. That's what we were using it for. And of course he's going out there and he's trying to spin it in his favor. Basically he's gaslighting the audience who are calling him out for, lying to them for this show not being what he went out there and said it was. Well, now he opened his big mouth again, and he basically once again proved that the show is not about He-Man, not even close. So I've seen people use the excuse that, this is just part one. Maybe part two is going to focus on He-Man. Well, it turns out that's not the case, because in this video that just aired on Netflix July 26th, remember this, they just aired this today, so if after you watch this video, if it's not there, just know that they probably took it down because Kevin Smith, once again, because he couldn't keep his mouth shut, basically made himself look bad. And basically once again proved that he is a fucking liar. He goes on to talk about Evelyn in this question that someone asked, is Evelyn actually evil? And then he goes on to say something that's very damning, because if you thought that part two was going to be about He-Man, then I have some bad news for you. Because let's just listen to this specific part in general. Let's just listen to this specific part.
He's born evil.
But in the next 5 episodes, kids, it shifts into an Evelyn story that is...
It shifts into an Evelyn story. So, okay, so maybe it's not 100% the Tila show, but it's also not the He-Man show. Again, our series is literally all about He-Man. That is what you said, Kevin. That is what you said. Okay? You said your show is all about He-Man, and yet you just admitted that the rest of the show is going to be about Evelyn. Okay, first you lied to people about your show not being about Tila, and then of course the show comes out, and for the first 5 episodes are all about Tila, and then one would think, well, maybe the next 5 episodes are going to focus on He-Man. No, instead it's going to focus on Evil Lynn. So if you are someone who was, again, had any hope that part 2 was probably going to be about He-Man, I'm afraid I have some bad news for you, because Kevin Smith, the fucking showrunner himself, came out and again admitted that it said it's going to be about Evil Lynn. So it went from focusing on Tila, and then it's going to focus on Evil Lynn. So basically it's going to be the HeMan Show. The show that people came into expecting to see the classic battle between He-Man and Skeletor. Instead, it's going to be focusing on Tila and Evil Lynn. Because, of course it is. I mean, did you really think that they were going to make a He-Man show that actually focuses on He-Man? Of course not. I mean, maybe that CGI show that's about to come out, maybe. But even that I don't really have any hope for, considering that it's modern day. And I just want to talk about one thing in particular. One thing in particular that just shows you this guy has no love for Master of the Universe. He's not a fan in any way, because he says something that no fan of Master of the Universe, even a casual fan like me, would know this. Listen to what he says.
More of his equal. Evil Lynn, though, was always Skeletor's subservient.
The fact that he would say that Evil Lynn is Skeletor's subservient just goes to show you that this guy knows nothing about Master of the Universe. And because if he knew anything about Master of the Universe, then you would know that Evil Lynn was never 100% loyal to Skeletor. She was only using him for his power. And even in the 2002 show, which if you watched, you would know that there are multiple times where Evil Lynn tried to screw over Skeletor. But then again, I guess I should remember this is a guy who knows absolutely nothing about Master of the Universe and has no love for Master of the Universe, whatever. Kept going out there and saying, I'm a big fan. Yeah, right. No, you're a big fucking liar. Mr. Backwards Baseball Cap telling other people to grow the fuck up. You shut the fuck up, you fucking lying sack of melted dog shit. Fuck you. I'm just gonna end this video right here, guys. If you enjoyed it, like the video, share the video, subscribe. You guys know what to do. Let me know in the comments. And my God, I didn't even notice it, but look at the ratio. It's been downvoted to hell. Enjoy. Remember to stay safe. Take care of yourselves, guys. Bye for now.